Thank you, Liascan Corla. And I thank Deputy McGrath for raising this issue and also for his words of welcome. And I welcome his welcome, if I may put it that way, in respect of these important developments. The meeting of the Eurogroup, the Eurozone finance ministers, yesterday had a broad agenda covering a number of issues, all of which relate to the health of the euro and all of which are important to Ireland. However, for the purpose of this discussion, I am just referring to the outcome of the discussions on the extension of maturities on EU loans for Ireland and Portugal, and also to the discussions on the ESM, Direct Banking Recapitalisation Facility. In relation to the extension of maturities, the Eurogroup has agreed to examine the extension of the maturities on Ireland's and Portugal's loans from the EFSF, the Euro Area Facility. The Minister for Finance last night noted that this, quote, is a very welcome and positive development and that it recognises the efforts being made by well-performing programme countries. The Minister for Finance also clarified, quote, that the Eurogroup agreed to refer this issue to senior officials to examine the technical details and that they will report back shortly. This has the potential to further enhance Ireland's debt sustainability and to facilitate our successful full return to the markets, unquote. I'd also like to remind the House, Liascan Corla, that the ECOFIN meeting of all EU 27 finance ministers has agreed to a similar request, as acknowledged by Deputy McGrath, in respect of loans from the EFSM, the EU 27 mechanism. These are important and potentially very significant decisions. An extension of these maturities will be beneficial for Ireland as it will increase the amount of our debt with longer maturity. It has the potential to further enhance Ireland's debt sustainability and improve our prospects of making a full return to the markets at competitive interest rates. This will mean that private sector investors should be more willing to lend to Ireland, which should reduce the cost of our borrowing. I should emphasise that this decision is only made possible by our consistent, strong track record of delivering on our programme commitments. It also reflects our considerable efforts in building support behind the scenes with our EU partners. The examination of the proposal will now be conducted by the European Commission and senior European officials, including Irish and Portuguese officials, to assess what loans will be eligible and the revised maturity dates. The advice of the NTMA will be a key element in our approach to this examination. The examination by senior officials should start immediately so that they'll be in a position to report as soon as possible. The decisions taken last night and today serve as yet another example of the progress this government is making at European level in reducing the cost of the EU IMF programme entered into by the previous administration. Coupled with the agreement secured in 2011 to reduce the interest rate on our loans, an agreement that saved the Irish taxpayer €9 billion in interest costs, we are making real progress in reducing the burden of the programme and positioning Ireland to make a full and sustained return to the markets at competitive rates. The amount of funding potentially covered by these decisions is €22.5 billion for the EFSM and €17.7 billion for the EFSF. In the case of the ESM Direct Bank Recapitalisation proposal, the ministers received a report on the progress being made in the technical discussions. While further work remains to be done in this area, the Minister for Finance has stated that he is happy with progress to date. Our discussions on reducing the cost support to the banks, including the ESM direct recapitalisation, will continue and will deliver tangible results also. Thank you, Oscar.